So, how was your first experience of your awakening?
Well, I lived a very conscious childhood in the sense that I was aware of my experience. I had relative freedom to self-design my life, but yet I was still sort of living with certain ideas, with certain beliefs, certain attachments or expectations, and actually still living with not being the full-on energetic frequency of what's happening, but actually having the world happen to me, having chance, having luck, having those things still existing. So when I was 18 years old, I had moved to LA, and when I moved to LA, this was the first time that I had been away, that I had, lived outside of my home with my parents, my family. And I had just recently, completely dedicated my life to consciousness. I had switched my energetic channel so that all my sexual energy was now flowing into my spirituality. So every day for me was just contemplating consciousness, asking questions, meditating, writing, reading, just exploring. So I was asking a lot of questions, and at this time I had the opportunity to move to LA, Hollywood, to do modeling and those types of things. And while I was there, I wasn't interested in partying or going to bars or clubs, or I didn't really work, except for auditions, here and there, and some photos here and there. Didn't really have too many friends, didn't really want particularly to have friends. So I'd spend all my days at the park, or in the bookstore, or writing in my journal, or reading a book, or whatever. And most of my days were alone, most of my days were with myself, most of my days were spent in contemplation. All of my energy was just shoot. And one day I was at a friend's house, and she was sharing this story with me, a story about her life. She was reliving it, she was experiencing it as though it were happening, like as it was real, and I was sort of sharing in that with her. And all of a sudden, I had this energetic shift, and that was being aware of my awareness. So I'd been aware, I'd been conscious, for my life, yet I wasn't empowered, I wasn't consciously conscious or aware of my awareness. There was just sort of this awareness of the unfolding without really the empowered ability to influence and or allow and or consciously be a part of ideal energetics of abundance and freedom, and whatever it is that feels good. So as I had this awakening, I stand up, my whole mind, my whole brain, it's like fried, it's like just like short-circuited. And I'm just walking around in circles. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Because I'm feeling everything and nothing. Everything and nothing. The full expansiveness of everything, and then just how that's nothing. In oneness, there's no self. There's just this fluid whole, fluid all. It's, really the experience of self that really allows for experience, really allows for that contrast to really experience. So I was experiencing that full oneness, and then I was, then it was like, the complete other spectrum. And so I was experiencing all this energy, and it's way beyond what the brain can, think, or what logic or reason can understand, or what linear time-space can define or comprehend. So it's like this all-expansive, universal awareness. And so it's just boom, it blows my circuit, and I'm just pacing around in circles. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then I just fall to my knees. Just tears come out of my eyes. Just like, oh. I'm just feeling the full bliss, the full nirvana of breath, of experience. And so through the next couple weeks, I spend my time, I dedicate myself to writing in my journal, trying to understand this experience, trying to define it. My brain is trying to comprehend and make sense of this whole experience. But what has really happened is that I've now been in tune with, I've consciously experienced, consciously become aware of this energetic, this feeling, this knowing, this relationship with life. And now my life is dedicated to it. It's like, it doesn't matter what I have, where I am, or what I'm doing. If I'm not feeling full on in enjoyment and in freedom and abundance, it doesn't matter. It sucks anyways. Whereas when I'm really enjoying the moment, when I'm fully present, it doesn't matter who I'm with, where I am, or what I have, everything is perfect. I'm fully connected, and it's just like, And so I dedicated myself to being in union, in harmony, in embrace of that feeling, of that connection, and that intimate communion. And my life ever since then has basically just been on integrating these new paradigm energetics into a experiential, contrasting human experience, and constantly fine-tuning, fine-tweaking, the whole experience. Life is like a giant computer program, or I am like a giant computer program. Computer programs, it doesn't matter how simple or how complex they are, they're all made of ones and zeros. Just a different combination, a different set, a different repeating pattern of ones and zeros to create this computer program, simple or complex. And so we as beings, we as experiencers are similar. We have an operating system made up of energetics, and we are experiencing that program. But what's really exciting is that when we become aware of awareness, or consciously conscious, we are now also the programmer. We are experiencing the program that we are actually consciously aligning with. And this is where it becomes really fun and really exciting, because now, anytime something comes up that's part of our programming, part of our energetics, it doesn't feel like ideal or doesn't feel really good. It's like, okay, opportunity to rewrite the program to a more ideal version. It's like, yes, program update. We can go in there, we can feel, we can become aware of what that frequency, what that energetic, what that information, what that program, what that idea is. And as we become truly aware of what it is, and we accept it, and we take responsibility for it, we can now implement that new program, that new feeling, that new idea, that new energetic that feels optimal, that feels beneficial, that feels inspired, that feels abundant, that feels good. And every moment now becomes a process for evolution. Every mistake, every moment of uncomfortability is an opportunity for upgrade.
いいから